Hi, how you doing? I'm William WhiteCrow. And remember last time I told you that I was going to turn around and give you something special. I didn't put it on the end of the last video, so I just made this little short one for you. And this is a little what I call a mini-max power system that I just built myself out of scrap material that I had around the property. Some wire, some batteries, some wood, some coasters, little wheels and everything, so you can move it around wherever I want in the house, or if I take it outside. And having the coasters with 4-car batteries, deep cycles, is really nice because I can roll it anywhere I want. And it's an emergency system, so it works fine. So what we're going to do here today is show you exactly that system. Show you the solar panels, which I bought from Harbor Freight. It cost me about $145 or something. I think it was on sale, and it's 3 panels with a control box, and it's a 45-watt charging system. Now you can put more batteries on. I only have 4. I would say 6 to 8 batteries, and you're going to be able to do a whole lot. You're going to have to store a whole lot of power for those times in the evening emergency power is needed if you don't have a generator. I would say have a backup small generator like I showed in the last video anyway, because then you can charge your system if it's a foggy or a rainy day or a cloudy or a snowy day, whatever, days when your solar panels don't work. You can still charge this mini-max power system that I call, I built it and named it myself, by using a backup power source such as a power plant with a charger on it, 12-volt charger. And if you're going to be charging something larger and multiple batteries, I would say get a larger battery charger that can do in between 2 and 15 amps of charge. I always charge mine at about 2 amps, and it seems to work really good all the time because I'm not using it all the time. But the facts are, I'm going to show it to you. I put it together out of scrap, just showing you that you can build anything with anything. And you're going to see the power pack, the solar panel setups, the control box, everything I'll explain to you. I'll be narrating this short little film clips that I have here and pictures that I have here. And you'll see that we run everything from our computers to fans to everything you could dream of. And we even set up the system one time at Christmas just to show everybody they could do. And we'll show you some really neat things about that right there. But okay, here we go. I'm going to start my narration here in a short second, and I have a good photo gallery showing you everything that you'll need to know and what to do, and I'll explain what to do as we're doing this. And I think that's about all I'll have to say, because I'll narrate and tell you everything else and the rest. So sit back, watch this, and I know you're going to love it. You're going to enjoy it because it shows you how to set something up for next to nothing. All right, here we go. Well, here we are with the Minimax power system I built. Notice it's built out of all scrap. Notice on the top, on the right-hand side, you can see the voltage reading on the control box that comes from the solar panels. And right to the left of that is my inverter. And you can see the battery compartment. There's 2 levels, and each level holds 2 batteries. This is an excellent system, and I'll show you in a minute here. There's multiple plugins for this right here as far as power goes. I can move it anywhere as well. Notice it's at 12.4 volts right now and it's charging. I just built it. But on the left-hand side, right next to the numbers, you see a cigarette lighter plug-in where you can get 12-volt power. And below that, you see a 5-volt. That's a USB port for your computers, cell phones, anything else. Then we have a 3-volt, a 6-volt, a 9-volt, and 2 12-volts plug-ins. Right here, you get a chance to see I have the door shut and everything, and just a piece of wood on the top to hold the inverter and stuff. But on the right-hand side, you see a light, a little square light. An emergency situation, I woke up, I touch that light, my whole house is lit up in the living room and kitchen area, and I don't have to do anything, plug anything in. So make sure yours is set up like that. On the bottom here, you see coasters. Now, the reason I put these coasters is because with 4 batteries, that's quite a bit of weight. And what I can do is just take this and push it a little bit, and it will roll anywhere in my house that I want to put it. Now, this is a great system. I advise having 6 or 8 batteries. But it's all ran by these 3 solar panels right here. These particular solar panels put out 15 watts each. So that's a 45-watt system. And that's great because it charges these batteries that I have in the Minimax, and that's only 4 batteries, real well during the day. And I can even run fans and radios during the day, too. and still have a fully charged system. So that's really great for nighttime use. And on the back of these panels, there's these little black boxes. And on the back of these little black boxes, those wires run down to the back of the control panel. And from the control panel, wires run onto the batteries, which gives you a solid 13 to 14 volt charging all day long. What does it run? Well, actually, it runs everything for us because we run everything off satellite. And we run our phone system. We do all of our movies, our TVs, our anything we want to do, communication, Skype, everything we do is on satellite because we're off the grid and we choose it to be that way. So by keeping this satellite run, and this system does do it, we do great. Now, here's my wife. And she's running her two computers right now. And to the left of her, I have my little office or pod, and I run my computers and stuff of that nature too, and a radio, and I run 12-volt fans as she does too. It's just easier in an emergency. And if it's in the summer or winter, you can blow the heat around. But as you can see, the lights are on in the background in the house. Everything is great. We run our phone systems right here, and this is a portable phone. We've decided to have that because now we can travel 200 to 400 feet away from our house and still communicate, and it's all being ran on emergency power when disaster strikes. Something you need to think about. Now, during the summer and winter, we use fans all the time, and this is just a simple 12-volt one we have with a high-low switch setting above a window to blow the heat around during the wintertime, keep everything circulating, or blow cool air on us during the summertime. Either way, you can use 110 fans or 12, but I say 12 in emergency. Now, we're going to talk about lighting. This is an incandescent bulb. We do not use these type of bulbs in emergency power systems. Why? They use too much watts and they get too hot. We use several other types of bulbs, like this one right here. It's a little curly Q energy saving light that everybody knows about. And in an emergency situation, you're going to want something that uses less power, not something that uses more power. So we use these right here, or we use our favorite LEDs. Now, low wattage, lots of light. That's with both these last two lights that you've seen. So when you put in your lights in for emergency power, think about it. Go 12 volt or these energy saving lights. Now, since this is the end of the year, it was Christmas time when we decided to do most of the shots for this video. And you can see we're running our Christmas tree along with everything else. And you can see out the back window back there that it's light during the day. And even in the winter, we're getting a charge. And that's great. Now, if I hooked a few more batteries up, which I'm going to make another one of these Mini-Max and combine them. Then we're talking about 8 batteries, lots of power. So pay close attention to that. And always remember this little warning right here. Well, I hope you enjoyed this short film right here. And it just shows you that, it just goes to show you, that you could pretty much get some power from anything and anywhere. In the last emergency power video, I showed you how to use your car, how to even some more on solar panels and everything, and your battery setups and everything. This one right here, I wanted to concentrate a little more on solar, so I did. And the one thing I want to let you know that anybody can do this. You can gather your material over time. You can find just older batteries. Maybe go to your wrecking yard and find some. I hadn't did that myself because I had them around here. And you can talk to your friends and everything that might not have a vehicle down, but a good battery. Make them a deal for it. Do some work for them. Get the battery, whatever. And when you're using 12-volt systems, you want to use look in a car, in a vehicle, and see those thicker wires that go from on your battery terminals. You want to use wires similar to that. So go to your wrecking yard and pull some of those little positive negative wires off at the wrecking yard and grab them. They should only cost you a couple bucks, and it's only going to cost you, let's say, you're only going to need, I have 4 batteries. I just needed 2 jumpers, to go to each one. So, and then I went off of there. So it's very important for you to understand that you can have power for next to nothing. This is a very simple system. I built it out of nothing. And I know you can do the same thing. Use your adaptivity, your inventiveness, use your intuition. And you can pretty much build any system you want right there at home. Make it a project with you and your family or your kids and see what you can do. But I challenge you before winter, set something up. Okay, well, I think that's all I have to say, and I really hope that this video has helped you, because I know it's helped many other people before. And so when everybody else is out of power and emergency happens, you got it. And like I showed you on this one, mine's mobile. I can roll it anywhere I want in my house or in my back or yard and front yard, anywhere I want. Load it up in a vehicle, take it with me camping, anything like that. But it's really meant for my house. So, but that little light on the side really helps a lot. I can touch that thing and it just lights up my whole area inside the house. Therefore, we got immediate light without having to plug in or do anything. Okay, well, that's Wayne WhiteCrow saying I hope you really enjoyed this little thing on my Minimax system, the solar emergency solar power box and everything. And you enjoy your time. Get out there and make one. Have a good day.